Hi guys, my name is Taboo. If you didn't know, I guess you know, and if you do know, welcome back. I can't believe we're doing this yet again. I did shoot a hey, I did shoot a video previously. Unfortunately, I think it's just a little bit too deep for a second video. So I've decided to shoot something that's just a little bit more easy going and a little bit less deep with regards to myself and my personal life. I did another question thing on my Instagram where I asked you guys what would you like to see next or hear about next. One of the answers I got was the negative impacts or side of being a sex worker, working on Onlyfans. This industry is not for just anyone, and honestly, it's not an easy industry to grow in, to be in, to succeed in. As easy as it looks online, that is not the case. I've been doing sex work now for a full year. It's been my full-time job. And I love my job, right? But there's a lot of things that come into play when you're a sex worker. And a lot of it is negative. Like, yeah, the money is great. So, you have financial freedom. Like, when you get to that level where you are working full-time in this industry, the money is really good. You can be creative. You're your own boss. And I think that's the best part of being a sex worker. But when it comes to that, there's a lot of negatives as well. And to be honest, I think more negatives than positives sometimes. So I have a list here. So I'm just going to go through the list and kind of like give you guys the details. I'm sorry my voice is gone. I'm not feeling the best, but let's take a sip. Cheers. Welcome back, bitches. I can't believe it. But yeah, I'm just going to take a sip and we're going to get into it. So the one big thing that I will speak about is how people perceive you, right? So people will look at you and think, okay, she's a sex worker, she's easy, she's a slut, she sells herself, she's not intelligent, she has nothing going for her except her looks or her body. People don't see us as human beings, and obviously we are sexual objects in the eyes of a lot of men. So we are objectified a lot. We do put ourselves in this position, so we can't sit here and cry about it. But I think it's a lot of the time I don't really get the respect from men that I think I would have gotten if I wasn't a sex worker. I don't think people think I have anything to say that's worth value or worth time. So yeah, people just have this like preconceived notion of us not being smart, being quite dumb. And easy, which is not the case. A lot of us are really, well-educated people. I think we have a lot going for us. Obviously, this is the career that we chose, but also when you think of this career, we have to market ourselves. We have to sell ourselves as a brand. You need to have some thought behind your eyes when you're in this industry to actually get far in it and to be successful in it. You can't just wake up one day, yeah, I'm an OnlyFans girl or I'm a sex worker. It doesn't work like that. You have to put a lot of time, effort, and a lot of work in. You're literally marketing and selling a product, which is you. You know what I mean? So there is a lot that goes into it that people don't really realize. A lot of girls that want to get into the industry think it's easy money. It is not easy money, my friends. When I first originally started doing OnlyFans a few years ago, I made no money. Like, I made no money because I didn't know anything about the industry. I didn't know anything about marketing myself or selling myself or making myself known to the public in a way that will make people like want to get to know me. I didn't know any of that. I thought, okay, I'm just going to go on there, take a couple photos and do well. And I didn't. I left for a really long time, went back to being a waitress. I didn't make any money. And when I returned, I made it a big point to sell myself and let people know me and my personality before they even got to know me in an intimate and naked level, if that makes sense. So it is a lot of work. Don't think that you're going to jump into this and be famous and you're going to make all this money at once. It doesn't work like that. If you don't have a platform when you start doing OnlyFans, it is going to be really hard to make money and, establish yourself and make a name for yourself in this industry. I have a following only now, and I still haven't really created the name that I want to leave or make in the industry just yet. It's a work in progress. While we're on the money topic, not having a consistent income is a big thing when it comes to OnlyFans, especially when you're starting out, and even when you're like doing well and this is like a full-time career, you don't know how much money you're gonna make every month. Like, in the beginning, it's so like difficult to make money and have like a consistent income. Once you have a group of loyal subscribers, it's a little bit easier and it's less stressful. Like I make some sort of a consistent income, to live my life, and I'm really really blessed and grateful. But I still don't know how much money I'm gonna make every month. It's still an unknown. You know what I mean? Like, also when you're in this industry, you can die off. Like, because I'm on TikTok and stuff and I'm trying to stay relevant, I have you know, a good amount of money coming in. But when I think about it, like, we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. OnlyFans could die or crash. Like, we don't know what's coming. Like, TikTok could be banned, and that's a big way that we, like, obviously attract our subscribers or our followers. So there's so many things that come into play when you're obviously in this industry. There's a lot of uncertainties, and there's sometimes a lot of fear. But it is what it is, you know. We just do our best to stay relevant, to shoot creative content, and just, yeah, keep going. This is a big thing for me because I'm a solo adult content creator, so I don't shoot content with men or women. I want to get into shooting more with women, but I don't think I could see myself shooting with a man right now. But I don't shoot with men, you know what I mean? I don't have a partner to shoot with or anything like that. So unfortunately, being creative, being inspired, coming up with new content, standing out from the crowd, especially because there's so many of us now, is really, really difficult. To, you know, I want to create content that you haven't seen before, or that's really colorful or really different or just really creative, you know what I mean? But getting inspired and staying motivated is so, so, so difficult, because I feel like everything's been done. Like, I feel like now in my career, I've done everything. Like, what more can I do? And that's always the hard part, is like, what more can I do? And when you're unable to come up with something different and new, or even when you come up with something new and it doesn't sell well, it can really, really demotivate you. And a big thing, like, for me, is I get burnt out a lot, because I have these, like, moments where I'm super, super inspired, super motivated, and I'll just put my all into it, and then all of a sudden I don't realize how hard I've worked and how much effort I've put into it, into my job, that I will have like 2 weeks, 3 weeks where I physically can't do anything. Like, I don't want to shoot content. I don't want to be in front of a camera. And it's because I struggle to balance my work life and my personal life. I really, really do. And because I work from home and I'm at home all the time, when I'm not doing anything at home, I feel like when I'm relaxing at home and taking a day off, I feel like I'm not doing what I need to do. I feel like I'm being lazy. I feel like I'm failing. I feel like I'm not working hard enough, even if I take one day off. Being in this industry, we give so much of ourselves to our subscribers and our followers, and as we should, because they give us the life that we live. Like, I wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't for you guys. So as we should put an effort into, you know, speak with everyone and really just do our best when we're, you know, creating content and when we're interacting with you guys. That's what we need to do as creators, to be thankful and show gratitude to you guys, is do our best and work hard. But it is draining, and it's about learning how to balance that and to be smart about your time. And, you know, sometimes having to learn about a schedule, like I've had to learn. Like, now I'll shoot 3 times a week, loads and loads and loads of content, and shoot loads of TikToks, and then the rest of the week I'll post them out, I'll respond to messages, and it just kind of keeps things at bay. So don't overwork yourself, you know what I mean? Have fun with it. Like, this is such a fun job in certain aspects, in the creative side of things, in the flirtatious side of things. You need to have fun. Like, if you're not having fun, I think people really do realize that, and they see that. You are your brand. You need to make yourself and your brand as attractive as possible. And I'm not saying physically, I'm saying personality wise. You need to be bubbly, you need to be out there, you need to be kind, you need to just have fun with it. If you're not having fun, people are going to see that, and then it doesn't look like you want to be there. If you don't love what you do, you're not going to get far, because people can see when you're just doing this for the money. Like, you're not doing this for the creative side of things. You know, you're not doing this for yourself, you're doing it for the financial aspect of it, and people can see that, and that's not a good thing. So it is hard sometimes to always be turned on, always be in this like persona, always give your energy and your time to everyone. But that's the point. This is your career, you know. Go in, have a good time, but just take it slow. I don't know if that made any sense. Have a good time, but take it slow. One thing I didn't know what would happen when I started doing OnlyFans was how my friends would react. Like, fuck me, like, I've lost so many friends because of the career that I'm in. You're gonna weed out the fake bitches that you thought were your friends. You will weed them out, because they will exit the door for themselves, and you should be grateful. Never sit there and be like, oh my god, I lost my friend. If you lost your friend because of your career choice that doesn't impact them, then they weren't your friend in the first place, bitch, and you're probably giving them something that they didn't deserve. So yeah, don't hold the door open for them as they leave. That's my advice to you. But yeah, friends, you will see, you will lose a lot of them. A lot of fake people will come out of the woodworks. So just beware and don't be sad about it. Don't let it bring you down, because there's 10 times better people out there. And I'm telling you, you will find people that really genuinely care about you and want to support you. Let these losers walk out of your life, because I'm telling you, there are better people around the motherfucking corner. Just be patient and they'll come. Like I truly believe when the time is right and you're in your best like space, good people will come into your life. Let the losers walk. Praise God. So another thing, like I think I touched on a little bit, is work, like growth, right? When you're in this industry, it's really hard to grow on the platform because OnlyFans doesn't have a feed where you can find new creators. Like you actually just have to you really, really, really have to promote yourself, market yourself really well to gain a large amount of subscribers that actually pay. Because this is the sad part, you're gonna get people that subscribe to your accounts and they are not gonna spend a fucking penny. But you know what I mean? They're there, you need to entertain them just as you would entertain anybody else. You need to appreciate that they even subscribed and they want to see your content. Because I feel like this is what I always get. It's like, I'm still shocked that people want to see and hear what I have to say, because I don't see myself as someone that's really that important. I don't see myself as better than anyone. I don't see the reasons why people would even be attracted to me. And that's gotten better, but I still am so shocked by the love and support that I get online, because I just didn't ever think that was a possibility ever in my life, you know? So thank you. One thing I get a lot of questions about is like my family. And if I'm going to be completely honest, I don't speak about my family a lot. So I'm just going to say this. My family and I are not close. This didn't start when I started doing OnlyFans. This started a long time ago. My family and I haven't been close for many years, way before I did OnlyFans. And it's on a personal level. We just don't, like, I support my family from the sidelines, and that's about it. When you decide to get into this industry, you need to think of that. Like, are you ready for how your family will react? Do you care enough about their reaction to do it or not do it? For me, take a sip. For me, because we weren't close already, this wasn't an issue for me. Before I did OnlyFans, I sat down and I wrote out the pros and cons and the risks. And I said to myself, am I willing to risk losing these things when I get into this career? And I said, fuck yeah, because to be honest, I don't feel like I had that much to lose. Like I said before, I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything to my name. You know, I didn't have a penny to my name. I was a nobody. I had nothing, right? So taking this leap, I didn't have a lot of risks involved. You know what I mean? The people that I care about, they are still in my corner 100% because they care about me. And that's when you know people really love you. Because listen, your family can react badly, but when you think of family, that's unconditional love. Like, you could literally kill. I've seen these serial killers and their parents go to jail to visit them, right? We're not hurting anybody. We're not committing a crime, because no parents, no family member should just give up on their children because of their career choices. I truly believe that parents are there to raise you to be like self-sufficient, to be able to look after yourself, to have a roof over your head, food in your fridge. And I've been able to do that. And if your family can't be proud of you, to see where you are in your life and see the success that you've created for yourself, then ignore them and keep doing you. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's paying your bills, you're the one that's living your life, and you need to live your life to your own truth. You know, you have a lot of girls that try and do this where they don't show their faces and stuff, and I don't even know how they can do that. But if you can do that, God bless. But you need to understand that the internet is fucking crazy. Like, people are gonna find you somehow in some way. My mom always said, what you do in the dark will always come out into the light, and that is the truth. So be prepared for if that happens. Trying to hide this is gonna be really difficult. So one of the risks I put down was my digital footprint. I'm telling you, and I will tell you this again, this will be around forever. The internet does not die, people, okay? Like, you can post on OnlyFans, you're gonna think, oh my god, only people that pay are gonna see it. That's a lie, okay? People leak your content. People can leak your content. I get mine removed, but people can leak your content, right? The internet doesn't die. This is something that will be around and be with you for the rest of your life, and you need to sit down and see if that you're gonna be okay with that. Do you see this as just being a side hustle, side job? If you do, then I feel bad for you. Because people are always going to know what you do or what you've done, right? And not that it's a negative thing, but you need to understand, like, potential new jobs and stuff like that could be affected by what you've done in your past. And I think that stands with everything. Not a lot of bosses are going to be like, or not a lot of companies might be comfortable hiring somebody that their pussy's online, you know. So you need to understand that this is not something that's easy, like that can easily be a side hustle. If you throw yourself really into it, you're gonna leave a large digital footprint, and you need to be prepared for that. You need to be prepared for your future, you know, when you have kids one day, when you get married, you know, that you're going to leave something, you're going to leave a trace behind of something that you might not be very proud of. So that's why I say, and I'll say it again, you need to be proud of what you do, and you need to stand firm in what you do, and the content you create, you need to stand firm in it. You need to know that everything that you put out is the best quality, that's really a true and authentic version of yourself, because in the future that shit might come back and bite you in the ass, but at least you look good, at least your ass looks juicy and your tits look firm. Like, you need to remember this, okay? So that is also a big risk, is, or would you be okay with your future husband or your child finding out about what you do? In my own case, I don't want to get married, and I also don't want to have children. But you need to realize, like, your children could see your content, and are you ready, and are you willing to teach them, talk to them, educate them, be honest with them? You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't want to have kids, so I'm fine, but that's just something you need to think about. So the last thing that I'm gonna say is, one thing that really, really like scares me is like, what's next? And when you're in this industry, you need to realize that you, in a way, have an expiration date. You can become irrelevant, you know, you can come, like, you're not going to be able to do this forever. So you need to really establish yourself while you're in this career, while you're young. You need to save money, you need to think about your future. I'm not very good at either of those things, because I kind of live in the now. To realize that things can change really, really quickly, and life is not slow paced, it's very fast paced. You know, it's already April, and I feel like the year just only began. There's a lot you need to prepare for, because you're not going to be able to do this forever. Unfortunately, we grow old, we're just not going to be as attractive, or we're not going to, like, it's just not going to be as easy to work in this career as you get older. Like, I'm not saying that older people can't be in this career, because that's completely false. There's always going to be someone that's going to be attracted to you, and that's just what it is. And thank God for that, you know what I mean? Because I know not everyone's gonna fucking see, but just thinking about, like, what's next, what could I do next? And also thinking, like, what if this just doesn't go anywhere, like, farther than what I want it to be? Or what if it doesn't work out? Like, what will happen next? Like, imagine me being in this industry for 5-10 years, let's say, and then I want to go and get a job again. But then I see my CV, and they're like, but what have you been doing? Like, you know, what have you been doing? Where have you been? Like, you don't have anything to show for it. You know what I mean? Going back into the working world. So it's just difficult. So there's a lot of things that can, like, happen and change, and you need to be ready for that. You need to be ready for the things that will come with it. I do want to say that I love my job so, so, so much. It's just something that I feel like I do really well. I remember my first shoot I did before I returned. When I saw those photos, I was like, this is what I'm meant to do. Like, I love my job so much. I love interacting with you guys so much. I'm so grateful that I have you guys. You guys have taught me so much about myself. You guys have made me so much more confident than I used to be. And now I'm entering a new, like, platform, which I never thought that I have the courage to do. But just having you guys stand in my corner and support me has pushed me to get here and do this. So I am really, really grateful for every single one of you. If you decide to get into this career, just be prepared for it, okay? This is not easy. Also, one thing I don't want to miss out on is your safety. Because I was gonna fucking brush over that. Your safety, as somebody that has experienced some fucking weirdos. We're on the internet, okay? You need to be careful. Don't post your location. Don't speak about where you live. You know, just be really, really wary, because you do have some weirdos out there. Like, just be safe. Obviously, a big risk of this job, a really big risk, is our safety. You know, we're putting ourselves out there for people to do some crazy shit. You know what I mean? And they think they can do some crazy shit. They feel like they have the right to. So before I forget, your safety. Like, I live in apartments, you know, it's very, very secure. I have a camera in my house. Safety, people. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so, so, so much for everything, all the support and love. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was a little bit lighter than last time. But yeah, I want to say thank you so much for everything. You guys are my life. I wouldn't be here without you guys. I'm forever grateful. And I do want to say stay safe, stay blessed, and hopefully I will see you guys in another video. Bye.